Hello everyone, my name is Ashish and welcome to the Stag Instance channel. So today in this lecture we are going to discuss how to generate a dynamic graph or a dynamic chart using a HighChart API. So HighChart is a UI component through which we can generate the dynamic graph or a dynamic the chart for us. So so here the HighChart is like a JavaScript library to generate the dynamic graph and dynamic chart. So here in the screen, you can see that this is the HighChart official website. And inside the demo section, we can see the HighChart demos. And here inside this, if you will see that, we can see that there are the line charts, and the line charts can be a basic line, Ajax loaded data, or a clickable point. It can be with the data labels, it can be with the annotations, it can be time series or zoomable, right? So also we can generate the area chart, and the area chart can be basic area with negative values, and the stag area, and also the percentage area, and the area with the missing point. And also we can generate the bar charts and the column charts, and also we can generate the pie chart. And the pie chart can be simple pie chart or the pie chart with the legends and the donut chart and all. And also we can generate the scatters and the bubble charts. So these are the chart available inside the HighChart API. And here in this lecture we are going to see how to integrate the HighChart API to generate the dynamic chart or a graph with the Spring Boot project. So now I'm going to generate one Spring Boot project using a Spring Initializer. So this is the official website of Spring Initializer. And here let's change the group name. So let's change the artifact name, or let's provide the project name. So packaging as jar, and the Java 8 I will use. So now let's add the dependencies. So first I will add Spring Wave, and then I will add Spring Boot Dev Tool so that my application get automatically restart as I do any changes. And now I will add, so here I will use the Thymeleaf. So Thymeleaf are the template engines to generate the UI for us, right? So let's generate this project, and here it will be downloaded into like a GIF format. So we need to extract it. So let's go to the downloaded folder, and now extract this GIF. And now I'm going to import this project inside my Eclipse IDE. So open the Eclipse IDE, and now you can import it by file, open project from the file, and provide the directory, and go to the folder where you have just downloaded this project, and select the project and open it and finish this. So by this way we have imported this project, and here you can see that HighChart is imported inside my Eclipse. And this is the Java main Java folder, and this is the resource folder, right? And inside this you can see that we have the main file, right? So now here we are going to generate one index HTML file, and the index HTML file contained the two title. The first will be the bar chart, and second will be the pie chart. So let's say that as I click the bar chart, then it will generate one bar chart. And let's say that as I click the pie chart, then it is going to create a pie chart, right? So now let's generate one package for my controller class. So let's generate one package first. So let's provide the name of the package as controller. So inside the controller, I am going to create one controller class. Let's say with the name graph controller. So this will be the controller. So let's mark this with the controller annotation. Right. And now I'm going to create the endpoint. So before creating the endpoint, I'm going to create the index.html. So index.html will be the landing page, right? So inside the index.html, I'm going to provide the two title, the first the bar chart and the second the pie chart. All right. So here I'm going to skip this means for creating for calling the index and like here I'm not going to create the controller. So here I'm going to skip the controller. So for that, what we can do, let's go to the directly to the main class, and here what we can do, here we can implement, or yeah, let's implement wave MVC adapter. Sorry, wave MVC configure interface, and then inside this I'm going to write one method. Let's say public void add view controller, and in the argument part I'm going to pass the view controller register, and the reference I'm going to create as a register. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the register dot a method add redirect view controller, or add view controller method, and here I'm going to pass the URL. So let's say that I want to pass the URL as index. So here, as it will find the index.url, so here it is going to, so let's call the set view name. So here it is going to set this view with the name index. So it means that it is going to call the index.html. So for that we need to create one index.html file, right? So let's go to our template. So inside the resource folder you can find the template, and here you can create one HTML file, and the name of the HTML file will be the index, because here we are going to create one index.html file, so it will be the landing page. So this is my index.html. So already I have written the template of it, so let me just copy it and then I will explain you. Yeah, so let me paste it here. So here you can see that this is the index.html, and here I'm using the theme leaf. So that's why we have to provide the the path of the theme leaf as www.themelife.org, and this is the title as a high chart, and here you can see that align at center, and then I'm using the two title, the bar chart and the pie chart, and here I have assigned the the H reference. It means that as I click the bar chart, then it will redirect to this URL slash bar chart, and if I click the pie chart, then it is going to redirect with the URL pie chart, right? So this is my index.html. So now I'm going to create one controller class. So already I have created the controller class. Now I'm going to create the endpoint for this. So here I'm going to create the two endpoint. The first endpoint will be for the bar chart and the second endpoint will be for the pie chart. So let's create the endpoint, public string bar chart, and as the argument I am going to pass the model, right? So model will be, so we have to import this model from org.springframework.ui. All right. Yeah. So let's add the written statement for now. So here I'm going to create one link hash map, and then I'm going to add the data to the link hash map. So let's create one map first. So this will be the string type, and I'm going to keep the value as integer type. So data equals to new linked hash map. All right. So now let's add the data to the link hash map. Dat dot. So for that we are going to use the put method, and as a key I'm going to pass as, let's say, the name of the person. So I'm going to pass the name of the person as Ashish, and as a value I'm going to age of a person as, let's say, 30. So 30 is the age of Ashish. Now let's add the more data to the link hash map. So let's provide the second key as Ankit. Ankit as is, let's say, 50. Let's provide the more name, 70. Key as Mohit. Age is 90. And now let's provide one more data as a Manish. Age is 25, right? So here I have added these data to my link hash map. And now I'm going to use the model reference to add the attribute. So here I'm going to use the add attribute. So as a key, I'm going to use the key set. All right, and the key set, and as the values I'm going to store all the keys to the key set key. So how we can take all the keys from a map? So we have the method called name as key set, right? So with the key set method we can take all the keys present in the map. So in the similar way, add attribute. So I'm going to use the, like, the values as a key, and as a value I'm going to take all the values by the method values, right? So all the values will be stored with the key like values, and all the keys of this map will be stored in a key set key, right? And this I have added in this model object with the add attribute, right? And here I'm going to return uh, the name of the HTML. So let's say bar chart. So here I have written the bar chart. So it means that I have to create one bar chart HTML file with the name bar chart, right? So let's go to our template file, and here we need to create one HTML with the bar chart HTML, right? So let's click. So already I have saved the template for the bar chart. So here I'm going to copy it and then I will explain you. Yeah. So copy this, go to the Eclipse, paste it here. So this is my bar chart.html file, and here from the starting, if you'll see, I have added like I'm using the theme leaf. So for that I am added www.themeleaf.org. All right, and then I have added the bootstrap mean.css, and here I'm using like the CDN for adding the bootstrap mean.css, or the directly you can like paste all the code of this into a file and you can import it here. And here I am adding bootstrap theme mean.css, right? And also I have added the high chart.js file and the bootstrap mean.js, and also I am using the jQuery in this file. So I have imported the jQuery, and also I am using the JavaScript, the inline JavaScript. So this is the jQuery method, and this is the high chart. So it is going to create the chart logic. Here I am writing, right? So chart type, I have written the type as column, and the text I am showing the organization as the title text, and the subtitle as details, right? So this is the category. So in the x-axis I am going to see the category as key set. So this key set is matching with the add attribute. So I am taking this from here. So key set is the key here. So I am taking this value of the model as a key set as a key directly to my HTML by this way, by the dollar sign and the curly braces and writing the key. So it is going to fetch these values here inside my HTML. So it is going to render that value to my HTML. And this is the y-axis. And here in the series I'm making the name and the data. So for the name I'm using the name, and the values as I'm using the age of the person, right? So in the x-axis I'm showing the names of the person, and in the y-axis I am showing the values of the person. It means the age of the person. In the same way I have used the dollar and the curly braces, and I'm taking the values, right? So this is the bar chart.html file. So we have completed this. Now, now let's create one more endpoint. So before that, so let me add the get mapping, because I want to call this endpoint with the get method. And here I'm going to use the URL as bar chart. So this bar chart should match with the index.html file here, right? So this bar chart path should match. So let's say that if I click the bar chart title in the index.html, then it should like redirect to bar chart, and in the controller it will find the endpoint here, and here it will match with the like the URL here, and it will call this endpoint, and then it will store all the data, and then it will add to this model, and then it will return to the bar chart. So here after this the bar chart HTML will be rendered, and there you can see that we are use for the for creating the bar chart here, right? Now let's create one more endpoint for my pie chart. Public string, and then pie chart. So same as I'm going to use the model, and this is the model reference. All right. So here I'm going to use the directly the model dot add attribute as the key. I'm going to pass. Let's say that I have to show the fail and the pass percentage in a pie chart. So as a key, I will add a pass. So let's say that the 90% is pass. So here I will pass the value as 90, right? So again, I will use the model dot add attribute method to add the attribute. So here I will as a key I will pass as a fail as the key, and let's say that I want to show the 10% as failure, right? And now let's return the string. So in a string I'm going to pass the pie chart. So this is the like the HTML file. So this pie chart HTML should present inside my template dot means the template folder. So I need to generate one more HTML with the name the pie chart, and this pie chart means this HTML file name should match with the return text. So here I am passing as return pie chart. So here I have to create one pie chart.html file, and so pie chart like template is already available. So I need only to copy it, and then I will explain you. Paste it here. So here you can see that I'm using the Thymeleaf. So I have added the www.thymeleaf.org, and in the same way I'm using all highchart.3d.js and the highcharts.js, right? And this is the and here the text I am showing the result data, and the type is pie, right? So this is the configuration you have to add if you're using the pie chart. And in the series part you can see that type as pie, and the name as a ratio, and the data as the key as the pass, and the value is like I am taking from the attribute which I have added to my controller. In this endpoint you can see that pass and fail. So this should match here, right? Let's go to the pie, and this pass and fail should match with the attribute you are added. So with this controller here it is going to take the value as 90 and 10 here, right? And then it is going to create the pie chart according to this values here, right? So let me save all the file. Let's go to the controller, and let's add again the get mapping annotation, because I want to call this endpoint with the get method, and let's pass the URL as a pie chart. All right. So this will be invoked with the pie chart, and this will be invoked with the bar chart. and here I'm returning the pie chart. So this pie chart will be called this template, the pie chart.html, and inside the pie chart.html I have written all the code regarding creating the pie chart, and these are the value I am showing. Yeah, so everything is, I believe. Now let's go and start my application. So let's go to the main class and click on Java application. So here you can see that my Java application has started on port number 8080. So as I hit this to my browser, then the index.html should get load. So let's go to the browser. Let's hit the local host 8080. So here you can see that we have loaded the index.html, and like if you remember, inside my index.html we have the two title, bar chart and the pie chart, and this is the h reference with this bar chart, right? So let's go to the Chrome and let's hit the bar chart. So right, so here guys, as I click the bar chart, then you can see that the bar chart has created with the data. So this is the age, and this is the name, and this is the Ashish, Ankit, Gurpreet, and these are the age. 50, Ashish is 30, right? And here we got the option, like some of the option to view in the full screen, to print the chart, or to download into PNG or the PDF. So let's download this into PDF document. So here, if you can see, I can download this into the PDF, right? And if I will click, then guys, here you can see that I can open it in a PDF folder. So here, so guys, here, here the HighChart APIs also provide us option to download in all this format, like download in PDF and all, right? And now let's do back, and now let's hit the pie chart. And guys, as I hit the pie chart, then you can see that our pie chart has created, and the fail option with the 10% and pass option as the 9%. So in this way we can say that we can create, uh, means we can use the high chart for creating the dynamic data. And guys, here I am adding the data here in the controller part, but you can take this data from your database by using the any, like the ORM tool like Hibernate or like JDBC and all, right? So here you can call the data, and then just you have to render this data to your HTML part. For saving the time, I have just shown you by adding the data here in the controller, and then adding this to the attribute. And like if you want the lecture of like how to, means how to create the high chart, or means how to create the chart using the high chart from the database, then I can like create that lecture also, like in future. But for now I am showing this by adding the data from here, right? And guys, this is the logic is very simple. So first guys, as the index.html is hit, as I hit the bar chart, then this URL is like referring, so it will go to the controller, and then it will check that which endpoint it need to invoke. So it found that get mapping is done with this bar chart, so it will call this and it will add all the data, and then I have added the means this key, the key set in this attribute, right, with the key set and the keys as the values, and then I'm adding all the values of this hash map in this values key, and then I'm returning the bar chart. So this bar chart .html file should present inside my template folder. And as you can see that inside my template folder we have the bar chart, and inside the bar chart we have written all the logic to create the bar chart, and then I'm taking the values from this dollar and the square bracket, and like the curly bracket and the key set, and the same way I'm taking the values from the values key, right? And in this way we are rendering the data. So in this way guys, I have shown you how to integrate the high chart API with the Spring Boot application. So guys, thanks and have a nice day, and see you in the next lecture.